just say my name?
Yeah.
Okay. Morgan McKenzie, the It Girl.
102 Jams. Good morning, everybody. It's the It Girl Morgan McKenzie up in this thing. Gotta stay woke with the girl. Listen, I absolutely adore this song right here. It's called Loyalty by Kendrick Lamar featuring Rihanna right here on 102 Jams. Where are you from?
I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Trefo.
What brought you to Greensboro?
A&T, North Carolina A&T. I went there in undergrad, and I didn't even apply to any other colleges. I knew I was going to be an Aggie. I knew I was going to make Golden Delight, auxiliary. It was just a sure thing for me.
So speaking of A&T, do you think that has helped you with getting into 102 Jams?
Oh yes. I was a journalism major at North Carolina A&T in undergrad, and what stood out to me most was audio, like production. And I'm a lover of music, so it just goes hand in hand. And as far as networking, like you have to network at A&T or anywhere as far as college to kind of level up. And without the training that I learned at A&T, I would not have had the guts or the courage to kind of reach out to my mentors like I did. So it's definitely helped me in terms of networking, in terms of production and skill set. So yeah, A&T has had a major hand in helping me with my radio career.
Okay. And so here's the big question.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know what your purpose is?
Wow, that is a big question. Ever since I was a child, I always knew that I was supposed to be using my voice. I was very, very quiet, very, very shy and reserved, but my thoughts were very loud. I was always observing, always thinking to myself, always just had a lot to say mentally, but I would never verbalize it. But I always knew that one day I would, and I didn't know how, I didn't know when, but I just knew that I had a lot to say and people were gonna hear me. And it just took time and it took patience, and then it got to a point where patience kind of ran thin. And it's like I need to start speaking up now, like honestly. And what really helped me learn how to vocalize my thoughts and how I feel and utilizing my voice was grad school. That's where I took up English and African American literature, and I was learning so much information about Black history, Black literature, who I am as a Black woman and as a person of color. And I was learning so much material. I was like, I have to share this, like people need to hear it. So that's what helped me as far as my platform here at 102 Jams on Straight Talk, because a lot of the content that I discussed I learned in my grad program, and it helped me find my identity and learn who I am as far as my history, my heritage and things like that. So it kind of goes along with my purpose. I'm here to share my experience, share my culture, my heritage, and just being proud of who you are as a Black person. I think that's my purpose, to help, to encourage, and to use my story to help people.
That's awesome. So you think that getting to know yourself as a woman and as a Black woman has really helped propel you into your purpose?
Girl, yes. Like, I don't know. You just have to have a sense of self-awareness to actually be able to maneuver in this thing called life, and finding myself and loving myself and learning who I am as a Black woman, which is powerful because a lot of the history about Blackness is whitewashed, is hidden from us. So when you get a sense of who you are as a person of color, it's very empowering. And I wanted other people to feel as empowered as I did. So, yeah.
That's deep.
Girl, yeah. It was scary at first. Like, I was like, should I say this? And I use social media a lot to vocalize my thoughts and opinions and things like that. And it's like, should I say it? And I'm like, I'ma say it, F it. People gonna hear me, they need to get this information. Like, I just started saying things that I was learning or sharing things that I was feeling or experiencing. And I noticed that people, at first, they were like, what's wrong with Morgan? She's all conscious now. And then the more I did it, the more people were like, well, where did you trace your ancestry? Or what book are you reading? Or what are y'all discussing on Straight Talk? So I noticed that people were actually tuning in to what I had to say. They were listening to my shows. They were actually reading the books I was reading, or just joining the conversation that I would start on Facebook. So it's showing me that what I have to say has purpose, has meaning, and it's actually being of benefit to people.
So I remember we met about over a year ago, which was awesome. And the funny thing is we ended up having a conversation about walking in your purpose. And at that time you seemed a little more discouraged, which right now is awesome to see how confident you are in what it is you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
What has changed from when we originally met to now?
That is a great question. One thing that changed is me not taking no for an answer. Like, whatever you try to do, sometimes it's going to be hard for you to kick that door down. Some people might not understand you. Some people might not want you to succeed. You might even be holding yourself back with your thoughts on being negative and not really fully believing in your purpose at a certain time. And I know for me, I dealt with all of that, where I was like, I'm not sure if I really got it, or should I really use my voice like this, or am I another stereotype, the token loud black woman who's always angry, or just a lot of self-doubt at that time, and a lot of no's being told to me. And it's just like, well, how can I move forward? And one thing I just said is like, I can't worry about what other people got going on. If they're not feeling me, I just have to keep pushing. I have to know that what I'm doing has validity, it has purpose, and I just have to keep going regardless of what my circumstance looks like. If people might not understand what I'm doing now, they will later. You get what I'm saying? And self-doubt won't get me anywhere. Nowhere. So once I threw that out the window and just kept staying true to who I was and who I am and what I wanted to do, like, doors began to open up. Like, I started getting more airtime. I'm like, oh snap. Or just different things like that. And my confidence has boosted. I feel comfortable on air. I'm just finding my voice. Like, once you let go of self-doubt, the possibilities are endless.
And you're pretty introverted, right?
Yeah.
Is that something that you had to change, or are you still able to operate in that?
I've had to make certain changes, but I operate through it all day, every day. Like, honestly, I'll be quite frank with you. I'm introverted and I deal with anxiety, like social anxiety and just mild anxiety, to where my body is always in fight or flight, and I could be chilling. And it takes a lot for me to actually get on the mic and say what I have to say without kind of freaking out, you know what I mean? Or me not having the energy to kind of deal with individuals, or just socializing in general, because I have to like charge up. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, but like socializing for me takes a lot of energy, and it's something that I absolutely enjoy when I'm charged up.
Right.
But when my energy is depleted, it's just like, oh my God, I'm gonna tap out. I don't have it, and I have to constantly talk to people. You get what I'm saying? And as far as my introverted ways, I've picked careers that require me to use my voice.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, so it's important when I get home, I have to shut all the way down and get myself together so that I can perform to the best of my abilities. What inspires me? My future inspires me. I just know it's gonna be dope. Like, I just feel it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I just feel like I have to get there. It's like a destination of mine, and it's a journey. I don't know what's to come, but I feel like it's gonna be super duper great. Like, just judging by the path that I'm on, that inspires me. My mother inspires me. She's like my rock, my heart. She's done so much for me as far as like just encouraging me and grooming me to be the woman that I am today. She keeps me going because one day I'm gonna be able to take care of her. You know what I mean? My friends inspire me. I have a lot of people around me who are actually focused on doing great things as far as their craft is concerned. And that keeps me going, because we're all just trying to make it and do what we absolutely love.
So how important do you think it is to build a tribe that can uplift you, inspire you, but also ones that you can inspire and uplift in return?
I think that is very critical. Like, you are the company that you keep. So I think it's very, very important to have people who are like-minded, who are driven, because if you want to be driven towards success, like people around you got to be driven towards success, so you all can push each other. Or if you're trying to do something as far as your career, you need to have people around you who've already done that, so you can learn from them, like mentorships, all of that. But a lot of people who keep people around who aren't kind of like-minded, that could slow you down. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have people around you who are positive, who are rooting for you, not envious of you, you know? Like not envious, not plotting against you. And I like to consider myself a friend who inspires and who encourages my friends that are around me. Like whenever they have events or things that they're working on, I try to be a part of that. So it's good for that support to be reciprocated.
Do you have any advice for other people that may be either searching for their purpose or they know their purpose but they're just trying to figure out how to walk in it?
Is to not let fear dampen whatever their purpose is, because fear could be extremely debilitating. Once you let go of fear, things will happen. Like doors will open, and I know I sound funny, but it happens. Like soon as I let my fear of people and their judgments or their critiques of me, or my own fear of what's to come, the uncertainties, doors begin to open. Even in the midst of fear, move forward in that fear. Move forward. There's this meme that I posted on Instagram. Let me see if I can remember it. Like it was something about speaking your voice even if your voice trembles. You know what I'm saying? That meant a lot to me, because a lot of what I do, my anxiety is high, I'm nervous, I'm freaking out on the inside. But you gonna hear what I have to say. And a lot of people won't even know that I'm going through all of that internally. You know what I mean? So just in the midst of fear, even if you are feeling it, you don't know how to get rid of it, you still move forward. Don't let it make you become stuck. Don't let it debilitate you. So if you have to fight through it every day, keep going. I'm Morgan McKenzie, aka the It Girl from